Usually I like to wait until a movie's already out and everyone has a chance to see it before I show you everything you missed in the movie, because how could you have possibly missed something if you've never seen it? But Pixar has given us so many golden Easter eggs already just in their trailers for the movie that I figured we have to talk about Toy Story 4 now, before even I watched it. So here's everything you missed so far in Pixar's movie, Toy Story 4. Have you been wanting to become a YouTuber but you just don't know how? Or maybe you want to make your own movie, or maybe even one day you want to work for one of the big movie companies. Well, for less than $10 a month, or essentially the cost of a movie ticket, you can literally learn how to make your own movie with Skillshare. Or even better, learn how to make quality videos to be a successful YouTuber. They will literally teach you step-by-step guides on how to do something like, oh, I don't know, animate this character, or
set up your sound,
or the lighting, or even the green screens. You name it, they have it. You want to make your own clay animation like Wallace and Gromit? They have a class for that. And even though it's online, it's set up so well it feels very hands-on, and for me personally, I like learning this way. The best part of it though is the first 500 people to sign up will get 2 months completely free. So invest in your dreams and click the link in the description today and see what Skillshare can teach you. Just imagine, one day you could be putting Easter eggs in your own movies. To see the first Easter egg in Toy Story 4, we need to know where Toy Story all began. It started with the imagination of John Lasseter, Pete Docter, Andrew Stanton, and Joe Ranft.
Wake up, John. It's been 10 years. And still wearing the same shirt.
They went to Toys R Us, rest in peace, grabbed a bunch of toys, on the company credit card of course, then ran back to the office, and the rest is history. But unfortunately, it seems history has changed once again. Fast forward to today, and if you look on the poster, you will see Andrew Stanton and Pete Docter are still on the list. Joe Ranft isn't on the list for Toy Story 4 because he passed away in 2005. But unfortunately, John Lasseter won't be on the film as well. The reason why he's no longer at Pixar is a video in and of itself that we could talk about a different day. But no one can deny that he was a huge part of Toy Story coming to life. I would go so far to say that if it wasn't for him, it might not have even come to life ever. Especially because he was the director of Toy Story. Toy Story 4 is the first Toy Story where he won't be creatively involved at all in the making of the movie. That's right, he's been a part of every single Toy Story film prior to Toy Story 4. And yes, this all relates to Easter eggs. Since he's basically where Toy Story all started, I figured it's only fair to show the first Easter egg paying tribute to John Lasseter. Back to the movie poster, if you look at the book over here on the shelf that fell over, it has the number 19 on the side of it. We know that John Lasseter didn't direct Toy Story 4, but as of now, he's the only one from the original writers that ever directed exactly 19 movies in his entire career. Clearly someone over at Pixar felt the need to give him a little bit of credit in the movie, which they should. That's right, no one else I mentioned earlier has exactly 19 director seats under their belt other than John Lasseter. And with Pixar, there's always a meaning behind every little detail. To prove that Pixar puts that much detail into everything they do, let's point out more Easter eggs on the same poster. Walt Disney has an apartment in Disneyland that he and his family often stayed at, and it's still there to this day. It's located above the firehouse. Back when he would visit the park, he would turn on the light by the window to let people know he was there. After Walt Disney passed away, to honor his memory, Disney always leaves the same light on in the window. Looking at this poster, we can see that even though the lights are off in the store, there's still one light left on, and it's in the window. I haven't personally been in Walt's apartment above the firehouse, but Eric Peter Carlson on YouTube has. Here you can see Eric is inside Walt's apartment next to the window, and you can also see the light that they never shut off is in the background. Not surprisingly, that light looks a lot like the same style of light in the window of the antique shop. Eric Peter Carlson also vlogged about his experience inside Walt's apartment. If you want to go see it, I'll put a link in the description. For the next Easter eggs, let's take a peek up here in the dark. You might recall once upon a time, it was a clock from The Incredibles. Then moving down just a little bit, we can see a parody painting like the one that was recreated in the movie Up. Only if you look really closely, you will see it's Doug the dog and Charles Muntz gambling at the table with his dogs. I'd be willing to bet Charles is a cheater too. We also know now that the Canadian stuntman was an Easter egg in Incredibles 2 that connects Incredibles 2 to Toy Story 4.
There's no way I'm gonna...
Ah! The first Pixar movie, which was Toy Story, came out in 1995, and that's why we see 95 everywhere in Pixar's movies. But one date we don't see nearly as often is 86. On February 3rd, 1986, Pixar was established. If you look in the window, it says Second Chance Antiques, and the company was established in 1986. Just like Pixar. To infinity, I'm your mom. This one probably isn't an Easter egg, more like a early prediction maybe? But in the movie trailer, we are led to believe that these guys are the bad guys, even though they'll probably find out later on that they're just like the toys in Sid's room and they're just misunderstood toys and not exactly bad guys at all.
Oh, to infinity and my foot! Boom! In the vacuum of space, they cannot hear you scream! Oh.
But if you ever read or watched Goosebumps, you might think that this guy has a striking resemblance to Slappy from Goosebumps. The new character Bunny is voiced by Jordan Peele, and Ducky the Duck is voiced by Keegan-Michael Kay. Why is this important? Because this trailer is either an Easter egg reference or straight up creative copy from a comedy sketch that they've already done several times on Comedy Central as a pair of valet employees.
They're making another Toy Story movie.
No! But did you see that Liam Neeson's movie with them wolves? Oh, fun dog, they made 3 movies.
They did make 3 movies. This is number 4.
Oh, shoot! Bruce Willis is my...
Fun little fact, I was once a valet employee.
We can handle a cat.
No, not this one.
Only a kitty cat. Classic misdirection.
A cat? Come on, guys. This isn't scary.
Speaking of Toy Story of Terror, if you haven't seen it, go check it out up there. A lot of Easter eggs. Anywho, in that movie, Woody almost got shipped to Evil Al, the toy collector from Al's Toy Barn, by a company called Ship It. And in this trailer, we see a Ship It delivery truck right here. Perhaps we're going to see more characters from Toy Story of Terror in this movie because they left us in that movie trying to escape as well. Okay, let's look more closely at the trailer. If you focus on the background here, you can see the fair is next to the antique store. So this is likely where Woody finds Bonnie and they all live happily ever after.
Everything's gonna be okay.
A sure sign that the worst is behind us and the movie is just about over.
Even though Andy has changed his look since the first movie, the Mickey wall watch clock still looks exactly the same. Bonnie also has a big imagination. Not only is she making fake toys, she made a fake hat rack, and she put the Pixar ball on it. Tri-County is well known in the Pixar community and in the Toy Story world. I'm sure you remember from earlier videos the Tri-County landfill in Toy Story 3, or the Tri-County International Airport in Toy Story 2, or even Tri-County Hockey in Inside Out. And that's just to mention a few. And now we have a Tri-County RV company. One of Pixar's first short films was Tin Toy, and it was a story about a baby that was trying to hurt a little toy drummer. In the little hideout, we see the poor little toy drummer is still hiding for his life. And if you look right here, you're gonna see Franklin the Eagle from Toy Story 2's short film, Small Fry. Even though in Small Fry, Franklin rolled around on the Constitution, and in this movie, he's just standing there, slowly chipping away at the Constitution.
I don't get it. Why don't the kids like me? I'm like history, but on wheels!
If you're wondering where the secret hideout is that they're in, it's inside a pinball machine. That's the secret passage. Survey time. For today's survey time, you get to pick the next question because I have to sneeze. Remember Stretch the octopus from Toy Story 3? Well, do you think that this carnival ride is a reference to Stretch? Yes or no? Vote.
To infinity and your mom.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Even though plastic forks should be outlawed because they're one-time use and they're destroying our home, you know, Earth.
My name is Recycle Ben, and I got recycled!
Listen to what Spork says.
I am not a toy. I was made for soup, salad, maybe chili, and then the trash.
Soup, salad, and maybe chili, then the trash? Yeah, he's probably right. Probably trash, as in landfill or the ocean to live for eternity. But that's not the secret here. Maybe chili? Maybe chili? Of all food in the world, he says maybe chili. If this is just luck, then Pixar should be buying lottery tickets instead of making movies. Why? Because Walt Disney loved chili. And to prove it, over at Oh My Disney, Walt's wife, Lillian Bounds Disney, recalled Walt ate very simply. He liked basic foods, he loved chili. In his Burbank studio office, to this day, you can still find several cans of chili hiding in the cabinet. Woody obviously sees Bo Peep's lamp from Toy Story in the other window, so chances are her sheep are probably going to be somewhere in the store as well. Over on Twitter, Disney announced that Bo Peep is also going to have her own Pixar short on the Disney Plus channel about lamps. In the game booth, we have more Easter eggs. Here's a creative way to put the Pixar ball in a sticker. You have the red star surrounded by yellow with a blue stripe. Well, that's hot. Also, the guitars look like Coco's guitars with the little skull on the top and everything. And then the star full of stars is probably a reference to La Luna, which had millions of stars. And the rocket on the hat looks a lot like the rocket parked in front of the Pizza Planet in Toy Story, or the rocket on the lunchbox in WALL-E. Now my spider senses are tingling about the green glasses as well. They have to be from another movie, but I can't remember where. But if you know what movie it's from, let me know in the comments and I'll give you credit and I'll give you one of these shirts for free. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on everything that Pixar hid from us in Toy Story 4. Let me know what movie you want to talk about next. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Remember, share a smile. They are contagious.
So, this is the ending?
Yes. I'd say they'd be running the credits about now.
Hey, share a smile. They're contagious. Can you imagine a day without smiling? Whew, that would be outrageous. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with Crazy Nate. Make sure to leave a thumbs up if he left you feeling great. Have fun and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe.